What's good, everybody? Here's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. And I got this as a request, and initially I wasn't going to touch it, but after thinking about it, I did pursue what's trending right now regarding J. Cole, right? And his new delivered single of 2020 called Snow on the Bluff. And I heard the song. I'm not a big J. Cole fan. A lot of people like him. Obviously, he is a talented rapper. I will give him that. But, you know, for me personally, I'm not a person that vibes on J. Cole. But this song was very, 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 very interesting. And the song that many people is a response to a young lady who was a Black Lives Matter activist and also a rapper. Her name is Fatima Naima Warner, and she is MC out of the Bronzeville neighborhood of Chicago, and she's really, really, really big on the Black Lives Matter protests, right? And she's a very influential person. She's very influential on Twitter. Many people look to her as a leader, as a person who fights for the rights of African Americans, as blacks. A lot of people respect her, right? And now this is also very, very, very interesting because one of her good friends and colleagues is Chance the Rapper. And, you know, Chance the Rapper will also be brought up in this episode. But J. Cole made this song, and pretty much what he's talking about is the current state of the USA because of Black Lives Matter protests, right? And we all know what's going on with Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Rayshard Brooks. And, you know, he talks about how he goes on her Twitter, right? And he's seeing all of the things that she's saying about people not being involved in the movement. And in so many words, you know, she's calling a lot of entertainers out to be fake. Now, she's not the only person that does this. Don Lemon is in the same thing. And J. Cole felt some type of way about, you know, how she was coming at people who don't feel the same way that she does. And this is supposed to be a person that is a leader. Now, obviously, when people like Umar Johnson, and I'm just using this as a very similar perspective, when Dr. Umar Johnson comes to the black community with the same tonality that she is, right? Because she's known for coming at people like very aggressively in a matter nobody says anything. When Dr. Umar Johnson does so, it's looked at as talking down to people, or it's looked at as hate speech. But again, you know, we are kind of witnessing a black female privilege here because Noname can do that. She can come out and call people out. And J. Cole, as a talented rapper, he was kind of letting her know, like, hey, listen, as a rapper, I might not be woke to the situation that you're woke at, right? I can understand that we all have racism, but I might not feel the way you feel, right? I'm just a rapper. I'm not a leader. But just because I'm not where you are mentally or in that same space, it doesn't give you the right to disrespect me. It doesn't give a right to come at people that don't know what you know. But instead, you should treat us like, you know, spoon feed us, right? Have patience with the people that you're trying to help, right? Because what you're doing is you're only really talking loud to people that agree with you. But the people you haven't won them over, you can't win me over by being rude or obnoxious. That's not how you should lead. I respect what you do. You know, we may have a difference of opinion, but the way that you're going about this is not the way that a leader goes about this. And you know what? The verse that I heard was nothing more than being respectful of her work. All right? Now, obviously, I believe that song, that verse is about her. And he was pretty much trying to tell her with love, like, listen, if you're going to be a leader and lead people, stop attacking people who are not where you are at. Okay? Now, obviously, she was calling out people for being fake, you know, talking about, you know, she said this: poor black folks all over the country are putting their bodies on the line in protest for our collective safety, and y'all favorite top-selling rappers not even willing to put up a tweet. Negroes hold discographies be about black plight, and they are nowhere to be found. So once this comes out, right? Chance the Rapper, who came out and simped, Chance the Rapper is such a punk. He's such a poop butt, bro. How soft of a Negro can you be? And again, this is what we're talking about. Simps protect a lot of sisters in power. This is no different from Chance the Rapper. Look what Chance the Rapper says. Dating music. Yet another L for men masking patriarchy and gaslighting as constructive criticism. They both my peoples, but only one of them put out a whole song talking about how the other needs to reconsider their tone and attitude in order to save the world. It's not constructive and it undermines all the work Noname has done. It's not black women's job to spoon feed us. We're grown. Or spoon feed us. We're grown. We can have different points of view on things. I'm not tearing anyone down. I just think it was wrong to make a song about her. I can't feel any other way about it. All right, simp. But the way that she's out there attacking people on Twitter, that's also okay. What he said to her was pretty much allowing her a new way to consider her leadership. And I'm telling you, I don't even think the problem with Noname, and I'm not even gonna talk about Black Lives Matter. You guys know where I stand with that. All right? Because yes, police brutality is a problem. But black leaders have to speak to other issues besides police brutality. The main issue cannot be police brutality. The main issue cannot always be give me your money. We have problems alongside police brutality that start with black men and black women not getting married. Okay? Now I'm agreeing that it is a problem, right? But people that really care about the black community, we have a lot of black wealth that goes out. We have children growing up with single parents. And if anybody doesn't talk about that, because that's a big problem as to why black men meet the death by police. All right? Not having father figures and giving them homes and giving them good structures, or mom and dad staying together, that will prevent them from encountering the police. But these people don't talk about that. I know it's a different subject, so I'm staying on subject. But at the same time, the biggest threat is not people like her. The biggest threat are people like Chance the Rapper. Because Chance the Rapper makes it okay for women, or sisters in this case, to say anything they can to men. And then when men try to make a correction, he takes their side. And brothers like Chance the Rapper are the issue. This is the reason why black men and black women cannot have discourses that criticize each other. It only can be one way. The only criticism in the black community comes from black women to black men. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. Black women make good points about how black society is not run. But if you respond in any way that's not just being submissive, then people don't want to hear from you. All right? No matter how nice you do it. This is why Chance the Rapper is a complete simp. All right? And I just want to say this as far as any people, right? And I can understand somebody like Noname, even though I don't agree with Black Lives Matter or what she's talking about. We all, for whatever we believe in, there's a lot of stuff that we get upset when our people don't get the hint. I'm one of them, all right? I get upset, and dealing with African Americans is almost like the only time you can get some things through, and you guys know what I'm talking about, is to be at a very aggressive tonality. It's like a lot of times people don't hear you when you're talking nice to them. And so that's probably what she's tried before, okay? She's probably tried to, be nice about it, tried to talk about it. But when you feel that you can't get your voice being heard, then you come out and you say things like that and it gets people attention. Now, at the same time, I can understand her calling out people for being phony. And when you are phony, you do need to be called out, okay? But at the same time, anybody who is in a position of leadership, and the brother J. Cole is saying he is not a leader, he is a person in the movement, how to win people who have larger followings, people who can help you, it's not disrespecting. I think there's a way that all of us can go about things. Even me, I'm guilty of this, right? I'm guilty of being upset, being pissed off at people for not seeing things my way. And I can understand how that works. But at the end of the day, we all have our own roles to play in this whole situation, right? And I think that what J. Cole did was very respectable. I didn't see any problem with it. And it just goes to show that people do not want men having any constructive criticism of women, especially in the black community. This is obvious right now. And yet people are still upset. I don't see any reason why. But anyways, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of A Celebrity Drunk. Subscribe, hit the bell. Again, I really thank all of you for all your support. Appreciate you, brothers, right, for coming here and really just, getting information. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Check out all my information. It's pinned to the top of the first comment. Don't forget to pick up your Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Again, I really thank you for all that you do. As you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I am out. Peace.